Hey guys, welcome back to the herd. That was a quick month for me, at least, that we just sat through. I wanted to get a few videos ahead and make sure that I could sort out a lot of things that were going on in my real life as well, and we will get to that in a little bit in this video. I'll explain after I hit this car and detail it with a big scrape on the side. But either way, we are in Iowa Plains. No, it is not a new map. No, it is nothing trending at the moment or anything like that, but it is a great map that I've always wanted to do a farm on, and I've always wanted to do a farm right here at the starter farm. So that is what we are going to do. The new approach for my channel is just to put out videos that I like to make, and hopefully you will like them too, and like them enough to watch them. That is kind of the whole point. Before I was trying to hit an algorithm or make sure that this is viewed or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. I just want to tell good stories with this game, and every now and then I just want to play it like this and talk over it to you guys. That is kind of the mission of this channel now. Before I was putting out a role play every week-ish or so, and it was just getting to me because of all the time that I lost. I just got a new job, and it has carried with it a lot more hours. So that is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to adjust to that, and trying to adjust to just, not being too tired, but just literally not having enough time to play and film this all at the same time and write as well. And that's also a big reason why I took the month off, was just to get a little bit ahead of the writing for the role play episodes and things like that, and to get a couple of these done. That way, there's not as much pressure on me to get everything done. Now, speaking of which, the pressure I'm going to put on myself on this channel is going to be quality, not quantity. So yeah, I'll put out these because these are fun. I can just play the game and talk over them, and I don't know, at some point I might do a live stream. I'm not really sure how good my internet is, but I might try that eventually. But either way, I'm just going to put these out just to talk to you guys and to play the map with some Let's Plays, and I will put out the role plays when they are done. I don't know when, but eventually I would like to get all of the role plays together, make a supercut, and that will kind of act as a movie, sort of. It will act as a longer presentation, should I say, and hopefully they will all go together decently. And that is the mission. Not every Friday, every Saturday, nothing like that. Sometimes it might come out on a Tuesday. Sorry, that's just when it was done. That's when I thought I could get that done. And some of you have said in the comments, it's going to show if you're not having fun, and I agree. So I want to make sure, especially in the roleplay series, that I am having a really good time editing and really in the zone, so to speak, in terms of the fun level for me, because that's the only way this makes sense, really. Other than that, we're just driving in circles and recording voiceovers of it, right? But either way, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. I really appreciate it. I've also got new music from Endemic Sound, so I've gotten them. This is the 1-year anniversary of this channel, believe it or not. I started at the end of September of last year, and we have come a long way in a year, which I really thank you guys for. Thank you guys for all of the support, and you guys know who you are. It's been incredible that I get to talk to you guys and really just kind of start a community, so to speak, of like-minded people here on YouTube that just really enjoy this game, because I really enjoy this game too. I find it to be very comforting, very, very comforting. There's no boss level, there's nothing. It's just, will this grow? It's kind of like that in real life as well. But either way, let's get some of this done, and I will be back with you in just a second. All right, and now with that pretty much mowed up over on the other field, and we are now starting this field right here, going to mow this up as well. I'm just going to get this started, that way we can grab a forage wagon and we will be able to start collecting this. I want to make all of this into silage, obviously, so that we could sell it, and then we can use that money to hopefully get some animals. Now, let me get in to grab a forage wagon, and we're going to use this mod that was suggested. I believe it's probably from L Family Gaming Dad, although I'm not really sure. But the TARDIS over here has got a lot of capacity. It has helped me out a ton. So I do enjoy this mod here. So going to use that one to pick all of this grass up, or we are going to make 100 stops. So I would really like to buy that because we're going to use that quite a bit, I think. And we're going to hire a worker to mow the rest of this field for us when we collect it. And when we collect it, I'm just going to get more into why the channel stopped for a little bit. We are in the process, me and my girlfriend are in the process of selling our farm. So it is to get another farm, more land, or not more land, but different land in a closer part of town to everybody that we know. So it's good news and it's bad news. There's a lot to consider. There's a lot of things to go through. We are going to be building a house as well. So that is a whole other can of worms that I'm not interested, or not used to, should I say. I'm very interested in it. I'm not used to doing any of that. I have no experience building a house, so there's a lot that's coming at me. Also a new job, so there's a lot of things, and we've got to move these cows out. I have 4 cows. I named the channel after these guys, and they are headed out, so I think that's in the beginning of November. We are going to send them out late October of this month, I should say. So who knows how that's all going to work out. It's the first time I've ever done this. So got the farm 6 years ago and have built a lot of different stuff. We've built a barn. We have finished off a barn, should I say. It was a 3-bay garage that the guy put his tractors in, but it only had 3 sides. So we closed in the one and added a door, and then we built I think it's about 10 acres of locust post fencing around there. So everything was for the first time, and it came out really good because my dad grew up on a farm. I did not, but my dad did, so he knew what he was doing and taught me a ton. But wow, our cows, man, they're a lot. Sometimes they're a lot. You know, when they get out and you've never done this before and you're used to living in a city, taking trains, you're staring down at a 1,000-pound steer. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. I'm going to be honest with you. But, it's a great life. It's just very nerve-wracking at points. But either way, we started out getting chickens, and the chickens that we had one of them was really mean. We got rid of them. They went to Camp Freezer, if you catch my drift. And then we did some more broilers, 20 broilers to be exact. That went well. Everything went well there with the broilers. The egg layers, we just kept getting some. They can only lay eggs about 3 or 4 years, and then they're done, and then they just go to the auction for us. That's what we do with them. But we've had a lot of different things. We've learned not to incorporate one flock with the other because chickens are absolutely brutal to one another. One chicken that we had, a younger chicken named Fig, she was part of a flock that we exclusively named after candy bars. We had a Snickers, a Reese, a Twix, anything you can think of. Well, Fig was the biggest one and the leader of such, and like an idiot, I put them in with the bigger chickens, and the bigger chickens did not appreciate that, and Fig was the one who caught the brunt of all of it. So we had to put Fig down. The chopping block method was used, and a very sad day on the farm there. But some of you are just like, a chicken? It's like, yeah, it's the first death I think that we had on the farm. But we've had other things like owls, and where I live, owls and fisher cats and things like that are around. Minks are around. Not so much foxes or coyotes, especially since we used to have coyotes, but then we put up the fence and no more coyotes. It's funny how that works. Either way, I'm going to stop blabbing about that and get to collecting all this grass, because I really want to put this in the bunker, because we need money and we need animals. And I'm probably going to end up needing money for a lot more things here in the future. We still have to buy seeds, because I want to plant wheat over there in that big field, and probably this one too. We have 3 fields. We have this one, that big one over there, and the one to the right of the pig barn, if you're looking at the farm there behind us, which you're not, but to the right of that is a big field, and I just want to keep that for grass, just because I think that we'll continuously need grass, and maybe even this one will get put into grass after we get a little bit of crops off of it. But either way, I am going to shut up. We are going to continue on with this collecting of grass, and yeah, that's it. I'll be back in a minute.
Everybody had a hard year. Nobody got their pay. What a time for the lonely ones. Thought every dog had its day. What a time for the wicked, the hungry and the brave. Ain't no time left to pretend. The car is on its way. Somebody call the cat in. We don't need another stray. If everybody had an answer, nobody'd have to wait. What a time for the righteous. The hero never came. Ain't nobody out there like us. There ain't no 2 stones the same. I'll be alright, 'cause I got you on my shoulder. I'll be alright. We'll settle down when we're older. We'll be alright. Somebody let some air in. It's getting hard to breathe. Won't somebody let some light in? It's getting hard to see. I'll be the great liberator and set somebody free. There's time to talk about it later. Come on, we gotta leave. I'll be alright when I got you there to hold me. I'll be alright. I'd slow down if you told me it'll be alright. What a time for the righteous. The hero never came. Ain't nobody out there like us. Or are we all the same? I'll be alright, 'cause I got you on my shoulder. I'll be alright. We'll get some rest when we're older. We'll be alright. We'll be alright.
Alright, now as you see, we are on 1x, 1 speed that is, and that's another change to this, I think, and we're going to change it on this series, but I think we're going to change it on the channel as a whole. and that's racing against the clock. I don't want any clocks anymore. I want this to be a chill experience for me to make. I want this to be a chill experience for you to watch. And with that, I just want to finish the tasks that I have come to do in the video without having to worry about the day ending or things like that. Now, we'll probably do specific challenges where the clock will matter, but most of the time, it's not going to matter. We're just going to get this stuff done as we do, and then we will simulate to the next day because, again, I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to rush. I don't want to be pushed. Either way, we are coming close to, well, we're coming close to nothing because I see that mower out there is still moving and we are still trying to catch up. We are catching up, but ever so slowly. Now, with the farm thing that I was explaining about to my farm, I think I'm going to share more stories here on this series, just talking about my experience with the real life farm, and then I'll probably do a little, I don't want to say a farm tour because my farm, air quotes, are being used right now. My farm consists of 4 cows, and, it was just getting started. I just put up, I think it was 8 to 12 acres. I can't remember how many acres we fenced in, but it was a small pasture. We could have gotten a little bit bigger, probably had 6 or 8 cows, but either way, we started with 4, and that's where we were going to go, and then we decided that we don't want to do cows anymore. We do want to do farming, and we just don't want to do cows. We're spending a lot of money on a lot of land that we're not using, so we are downsizing to do smaller animals, and that is, I think, going to make us more money because of the plan we got, and I'm not telling anybody that plan yet, not because I think you're going to steal it, of course, just because it's not very ironed out yet. So I want to make sure that when I do tell people about it, I have thought about all the things, and as they say around here, the ducks are in a row. But either way, we have got some grass here. We are building up that silage bunker over here. That is for sure. The silage bunker, I'm hoping, is going to be filled because we are going to need that much money in order to make this farm work. I mean, just look at the size of this farm. We just drove by the pig farm. We've got chickens over there on the left, and over here on the left now, right to our left, is where the cows will be kept. So there is a lot of potential to make money on this farm, and that's kind of why I wanted to start it. Like I said in the beginning, I've always wanted to start an Iowa Plains map. I know it's an older map here for FS22, but at the same time, I do enjoy it, and I think it's a pretty popular map with a lot of people because it's put together very well. So either way, let's continue on with this. Let's get more of the grass into this bunker, and I will be back with you in a few.
Thinking places where you spend your time. Ain't no place I'd rather go. You're a funny little critter and I love you so. And I wanna take a ride on the wheelbarrow in your mind. I come and sit down with me in a rocking chair. Coffee pot is nice and hot. We can sit in our underwear. Tell me about the dreams you had last week, swimming all around with the fish in the sea. Come sit down with me in a rocking chair. Fly up to the moon. We can get away for a couple of days or even just an afternoon. They'll be looking up and we'll be looking down. We can wave to the people in my hometown now. Come on, baby, let's fly up to the moon.
All right, so we are getting closer to completion. It doesn't seem it. I get it. I'm the one driving it, so I definitely understand what you mean. But we are getting closer because the field down there gets significantly shorter. So I know that we're getting closer to filling up this bin, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do these videos. I'm probably going to play a whole song like that for a time lapse, but I have been told to talk more, and I agree. You know, got to do more of a voiceover, talk with you guys a little longer. If that's what you want, that's awesome, because that's what I want. So it will be good to do these kind of Let's Plays as well, where I'm talking a lot more and less music. But the music investment that we got on this channel has made me happier, that's for sure. And I hope it makes you happier, because I think that they're better songs, obviously, for time lapses. So that is where we are sitting. So that is where we are going to end today's episode, guys. I am going to get all of this done. I promise you. You're just going to have to believe me. But either way, the next video, you catch that, you're going to see that it's all gone. That way you don't think I'm a liar. But either way, it's been awesome. It's great to be back. And thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I'll catch you in the next one.